So on this episode of LaQuisha, what the hell is you doing? We find out Gennaro done took your house. Is y'all ready to talk about it? Get the music! Oh yes, bitches and hoes. I'm back.
I drop a player like it's nothing, it ain't working out. Now no debate or fuck discussion, bitch, I'm walking out. My time is money, I ain't loving, let you toast it out. Flip my weave and walk it out, look how I just bossed it out. Now come on baby, why you bugging, we can't talk it out. I keeps it moving, I ain't tripping, lost another spouse. I'm just a boss, it's in my blood, no I won't scream or shout. Grabbing my keys.
Cause oh yes, bitches and hoes, I'm back. Back with another video, and I'm late, but it is what it is. Y'all know I was down there in New Orleans having a good old time, or whatever the case may be. Mardi Gras was lit, but that's not what we here for. So this time, we over here talking about Basketball Wives Season 10, Episode 15. LaQuisha done lost her house. Now listen, I get it, everybody sitting up there saying, well, this is wrong. I don't think that y'all should be spilling that girl teas. Girl, this is public information. Now, LaQuisha, you set yourself up for this one. If you wanted to get on TV and tell us that your baby daddy wasn't paying child support, and the whole time he done bought you a house or put you up in the house with you and your children, he did right taking that house from you. Because if you want to say I ain't shit, let the record be shown I ain't shit. I'm with Gennaro. Now, he didn't leave you destitute. You got the house up there in L.A. And then he got his house in Atlanta. So the children going to have somewhere to sleep. What is you going to do, LaQuisha? Girl, let's get into this episode, girl. The episode opens up. Brandy and Duffy go boxing. You know, they set up these scenes and it just blows me. But they go boxing and Duffy lets us know that she's been on Brandy for years and she's always looked up to her. She's always been athletic. She's always been beautiful. She's always aspired to be another bitch. Duffy, sound about right. Sound about something you'll do. But Brandy said, when they start talking, Brandy was like, girl, Jackie was so happy I had a conversation with Malaysia. It was kind of weird. And it was just like, girl, you do too much. Like, you don't have to do all that. But, Duffy asked her, well, girl, what was that conversation that you and Malaysia was having? And she said, girl, Malaysia won't put me on the side and ask me if I went down there and told Gennaro that she on the show spilling tea saying that he don't pay child support. But I told her I ain't say that. And she was like, oh, okay, we left it at that. But, you know, I would never do that, girl. I don't know. The jury's still out on that, Brandy, because you probably was still talking with your husband, who probably went down there and told him. But anyway, then she turns around and asks Duffy when she get married. You know, Duffy been engaged for 7 years. She has PTSD from the last nigga leaving her. Girl, if you don't pull yourself up by the bootstraps, we all get left fat. So what, you gonna just be single for the rest of your days? Bye. Just go do that. Anyway, but she wanna plan a date night for her and her man that's gonna go left. And talk about she ready to have another baby, girl. Okay. Please make sure you get a better deal than Ashley Darby did over there on Real Housewives of Potomac. Make sure the paperwork is signed, sealed, delivered for the child support. Anyway, moving on. Brooke goes to see her daddy. You know, she probably should have went seen her daddy first. Or at least that's what I thought until we started talking to her daddy. But she goes to get some advice from her daddy on, you know, removing her tattoos and you know, what she gonna do about her marriage. And we find out here that the daddy said you gotta take these lemons and turn them into lemonades, and marriage is this and that and the third, and you shouldn't hold this against him. But we find out he said that because Brooke is a love child, which means she was an out of wedlock child. And she said she don't know how she would be able to deal with it if it was her on the end with her, you know, husband having another child. So she had to go ahead and let this one ride out and move on. You know what I'm saying? But the daddy was trying to really talk to her and was like, you know, things happen. We human, you know. And if you feel like removing the tattoos is something you want to do, I support you or whatever. But you know, give the man another chance. But Brooke, you the first woman on TV that came out and said, I have boundaries and I have standards. And if you cross any of those standards or boundaries, it's OVA for you. I'm here for it. Brooke said, no, I can't deal with that. I'm not like my mama and your wife. I mean, y'all tried to work it out or whatever, but I ain't cut like that. I ain't cut like them old women. Ain't cut like that. I'm with you, Brooke. But anyway, she's going to get the initials removed from her finger and from her chest, the last name from off of her chest, because she said that she don't need to be looking at that and be reminded, girl, a removal, just go get a doggone a cover up, girl. We in 2023, and you're going to spend 8 sessions on a cover up, girl. I mean, on a removal. Girl, somebody could have that shit up for $200. Anyway, but spend your money, fat. So we move on. Now, Jackie and Duffy goes out shoe shopping. Well, Jackie invited Duffy to go shoe shopping just to let her know that I am not a bored bitch. Because, you know, in the last episode, Duffy told Jackie that everybody thinks she just bored. So, you know, Jackie's got to redeem herself. And Jackie wants the girls to know, bitch, bored where? So she brought her out there shoe shopping. And not Duffy didn't tell her that. Duffy didn't tell her that. It was British. Well, her bored ass. But Jackie brings Duffy out there to ask basically Duffy, you feel like I'm bored or whatever, and I be all up in your business. And Duffy was like, you know, the only time I felt like that was when you was butting in the shit with Angel and her baby daddy and all of that. But other than that, no, not really. None of the girls really feel like what British is saying, like to the T, but everybody have their instances. But nobody is backing you up, British. So this is the moral of the story. Stop speaking for other people. Speak for yourself. You should have never told Jackie that all the girls think she bored. Because now Jackie about to drag all you hoes into the doggone Ponderosa. But Jackie was like, yeah, well, British say y'all think I'm bored. And that's far from the case, baby. I got a lot of things going on. I am booked and busy. She said, I just be trying to help y'all, but y'all don't be wanting to have my, you know, get my help. And I think that, you know, it's really messed up. So then Jackie goes on to tell Duffy about how basically Malaysia hung up on Jen when Jen was on the phone trying to confirm that, you know, Jackie don't be minding everybody's business and she not bored. And, you know, Duffy was like, oh, Lord, why would she do that? I don't know. Nobody knows. You know how Malaysia is. LaQuisha, she just have mood swings. You know what I'm saying? So she was telling her that, but she said, you know what? I done decided I'm going to throw a Ponderosa for you hoes. Y'all want to sit around here and say that I'm bored? Oh, I'm going to show you bored. Ponderosa it is. So she invited Duffy. She invited all the girls. And she said, if anybody got a problem, I'm going to know how they feel when they get down there to the Ponderosa. Girl, we going to see how this works out. Now, Jen meets up with British. Jen tells British she got a bone to pick with LaQuisha, a.k.a. Malaysia, because she said Heifer hung up on me. And I don't appreciate that. And basically, what you trying to do is basically disrespect me because you don't have no respect for me. And like Kaya, you gonna R-E-S-P-E-C-T, respect me. That's basically what Jen is over there saying. Jen, don't nobody respect you. Your man don't even respect you. But anyway, she said she didn't appreciate that. She said she's been very cordial with her. So she don't understand why, you know, even though they had their little beefs in the bag, you know, in the past, she don't understand why, you know, Malaysia or LaQuisha is still acting crazy. But she was like, you know, if she would open up and tell us what's really going on with her, maybe we'll have some sort of compassion. But since the heifer don't want to open up, I'm going to open up Pandora's box for her. The word on the curb, because I got a house down there in Atlanta, and everybody knows Gennaro done took the heifer house from her. Kicked her out. She ain't over there in Atlanta no more. She's just straight up here in LA. And British was like, bitch, I know you fucking lying to me. And Jen gets in her confessional and was like, girl, this is the word on the street. And this is not just on one street. This is on all the streets, including Sesame Street. Girl, everybody know Gennaro done took that house from her. You want to get up there talking your cash money shit. And now we all know he done kicked you up out of there. So now you only got one house. Girl, British said, girl, I need a drink. I wasn't ready for this tea. I was, because it sounds about right. Because listen, like I said on my first original video, and y'all can see it, it's pinned to the top on my TikTok. This is my thing. If he ain't paying child support, why are you telling us? You just trying to drag the man. Well, he found a way to drag your ass. Now, whoever went back and told him that you was over there saying he ain't paying no child support, now he child supporting your ass up out of the house. You get it? Next time, shut your ass up, LaQuisha. Anyway, let's move on. Duffy is cooking for her man. She wants to finally feel like a natural woman. So she wants to feel like a natural woman and cook for her man because, you know, she don't do that. So when he comes in, he was like, oh my God, this is so lovely. I'm so happy you're doing this for me. You know, thank you, baby. You know, this really puts me in a good space. And since we on a good space, when is me walking down the aisle? When is you going to meet me at the altar in your white dress? And, you know, Duffy gets a little, she starts to clear in her throat. Well, I don't know because, you know, I got PTSD. The last nigga said it was forever. He was going to take care of me. He left me. So I don't know. Iman is like, girl, what is you saying? Like, no, we've been engaged for 7 years. I'm paying all the bills around here. You don't pay no bills. He had to throw that out there. What's the problem? She comes up with this bullshit excuse about talking about he lacking motivation. Well, girl, what kind of motivation he need? girl, he paying all the bills. He's lacking motivation, and she wished that he would do more business ventures with her. And he said, well, girl, if that's all you need, girl, we can do that. I ain't got no problem. But what's going on with this marriage? And she's using all these 59 million excuses as to why she ain't ready to get married, talking about she's trying to push him like Barack, like Michelle did Barack. Let me say this to the black community. Y'all gonna stop comparing these niggas to Barack and Michelle. Cause stop comparing yourself. Cause first of all, we don't know what their true stories are, number one. All we know is what they told us. And then number two, girl, please. He paying all the bills. Now you can mess around and be out here stuck like LaQuisha if you want. Girl, just say you don't want to marry the man at this point. Because that's the only thing I can see. You just truly don't want to marry the man. Because this is not making any sense to me. I'm sorry. Like, you coming up with too many excuses. And it's really upsetting me and my homegirls. But, he felt played by her saying that. He was like, you trying to make it seem like I'm just a bum-ass nigga. And I'm not. And she was like, I'm not saying you is, but, I mean, you is. And, he was like, man, he had that look like, bitch, I'll leave your ass like Gennaro did LaQuisha. Stop acting crazy. Duffy, go sit your bald head ass down. Don't get me wrong, I like your haircut. It was cute, fat. I like the color and all that. Everybody can't pull it off. I know I can't. I got a head like a lemon. You know what I'm saying? So I can't pull it off, but you did. You look good, fat. But either way, girl, you're going to run that man up out of there. Then you're going to be stuck over there like LaQuisha. She going to give you some good advice. Let's move on. So now Brooke, Brandy, and Duffy goes to the doctor for the tattoo removal. Now they under the impression that this was just a consultation, but lo and behold, girl is starting her first procedure. And like I said, it's going to take 6 to 8 procedures. Girl, when you could have went down there to Black Ink LA and had them people cover that shit up. I don't understand, girl. But anyway, so she's down there telling the girls, this is it. Michael Jackson, this is it. I'm not taking that nigga back. It's over. I have boundaries and I have standards. He has crossed those standards and boundaries. That means it's toodaloo for you. She said, I'm getting my stuff removed because I don't want to be reminded of this broken relationship. I said, well, go ahead on. But she goes back there. The doctor tell her how many sessions it's going to be. And she said she felt like she's removing layers of the bullshit ass marriage she was in. Girl, y'all wasn't married but 30 days. I mean, I know it was like a year or two, maybe. I don't know. I'm glad you didn't go through with having that baby with your old ass. But when she comes back out from getting the first procedure done, Brandy was like, well, are you sure? Yeah, she's sure, Brandy. Everybody's not going to take their cheating ass husband back the way you take yours, Brandy. Yes, she's sure. You the only dumb Dora in that group that British was too. I'm sorry. British did too. But at least her dumb Dora ass boyfriend just set the tone and said, you know what, I'm going to leave you. But either way, you the only dumb Dora takes your husband back every 59 million times he cheats. The girl said it's over, it's over. You over there talking about she thinking irrationally and out of anger. Oh, well, the boundaries and expectations and the standards were set. He crossed them. It's over. Don't try to talk the girl into it. But she said she's done with him. So now British brings up the fact that, girl, I done told Jackie that y'all think, and so do I, think that she's bored. And Brooke was like, well, girl, I ain't say all that. And Lord, why would you tell her that? We all about to suffer for this. And she plays the invite that Jackie has for the Panda Roast and told them come by themselves. That means, LaQuisha, don't you bring Zell swag. That means, LaQuisha, don't you also bring none of your cousins from the hood. Leave everybody at the home, wear all black and K-ass down here to the Panda Rosa. So, girl, Brooke was like, girl, this is giving very much Palm Spring tease. And I ain't got time for Jackie with this BS. Girl, nobody has time for Jackie. But you know, Jackie is a character. Let's move on. Malaysia go meets Duffy up over there for yoga. And she says she's practicing for her man. That's Duffy, that is. They do the yoga, girl. The lady asked what she want to do, a manifest. She said friendships with Malaysia. Because, you know, they used to be beefing, but they back cool now. Anyway, but she said, you know, she want to have a good friendship with her new homegirl, LaQuisha. So now after the doggone yoga happens, they have a conversation. Duffy asked Malaysia, well, girl, what was going on? What you and, you know, Brandy was over there talking about. She said, girl, I had to ask her if she went snitch to my baby daddy to tell my baby daddy that I was over there saying he wasn't paying no child support. I had to ask her. She said no, and that was that. And Duffy was like, well, dang. Like, y'all was friends. She was like, but speaking of friends, girl, I think I owe my man an apology because I done cussed him out from 90 going west, telling him he ain't worth a dime when the whole time is he is worth a dime. I really did him dirty. I belittled him and all of that. And you know, LaQuisha said, you got to make a man feel good. Don't bruise his ego. Now, don't get me wrong. Some of you niggas' egos need to be under the ground. But the men who are trying, she said you don't want to do that. You know, maybe you should, your delivery is wrong, you know. And so she was like, you know what, you right. But like LaQuisha told her ass, girl, look, my baby daddy just kicked me out the house, okay? I got 3 children to take care of by myself. You got you a good man. You better stick beside him. That's what LaQuisha was saying. He might not be wanting to go into 15 million businesses with you, girl, but he paying the bills, girl. What else do you want? Stick by your man and go home and apologize. That's what Malaysia was saying. She said, because you don't want to be like me over here struggling on my own with my churn. Now I got to worry about what's going, if something happened to me, if my churn going to be straight. Don't be me. That's what Malaysia was telling her. Moving on, Jackie is at this house that she's trying to buy, and she invites British down there, obviously, so she can see, so British can see that I ain't no bored ass bitch. I got multiple streams of income and businesses, bitch. I'm over here buying a new house. Getting my real estate license. I'm a flipper. Gonna flip the house. Girl, how dare you? But when British walked through the door, British was like, all right, I see what you're doing, girl. You was over here trying to make it seem like you ain't bored and you got businesses. You booked and busy. We know, girl. We know. But, British lets her know that Jen had a bone to pick with doggone LaQuisha because LaQuisha hung up on her and she had some tea to spill. She didn't spill the tea. She said maybe she'll spill it at the Pandarosa. But just letting you know, shit going to the left. Now, Jackie was like, that's fine. They can settle it at the dinner. Moving on. Jackie's at the dinner and setting up all her product placement. Jen called it a Jackie Christie flea market and I fell through the floor. But listen, it's smart. Jackie said she got her blindfolds because these bitches can't see me. She got her fan because these bitches can't take me or something like that. Oh, she too hot for these bitches. She said she got her couture because these bitches ain't cut from the same cloth. And what was the other thing she said she had? Her books because these bitches can't read her. Shout out to you, Jackie. Shout out to turning this Pandarosa about you. I mean, that's what it was about from the beginning when you really think about it. But it's all about Jackie Christie. So now, Malaysia LaQuisha was the first person to arrive. And she said, well, go ahead and do your big one, sis. I see you. She almost thought she saw a butt plug. But it wasn't a butt plug. Jackie said, but I should have brought my butt plugs. Go ahead on, Jackie. Set up your shit. As you should. But she tells Malaysia, LaQuisha, look, watch the front. Them hoes coming in. I got to make my interest. You know, give the hoes a tour or whatever the case may be when they come in. So now the first one who comes in is Duffy. And Duffy sees all the shit that's going on. And Duffy was like, oh, girl, what is all of this? And Malaysia was giving her the tour and telling her what everything was. But Duffy sat LaQuisha down and said, girl, I took your advice. And, you know, me and my man, we decided we're going to go down there to premarital counseling. As you should. Because he was about to leave your dog ass. You and that baby. So as you should, they're going to go down there to premarital counseling. LaQuisha is happy that another black woman ain't going to be kicked out of the home like Gennaro did her. Anyway, so after Duffy pulls up, Brooke arrived looking good. I like Brooke in her all black. I ain't going to lie. Duffy don't know how Malaysia's going to feel to know that everybody knows her tea, that she done got kicked out the house. Girl, she going to take it in stride. That's the only thing she can do. But anyway, they asked Brooke how she doing after she arrived, and Brooke said, you know, I'm crying a lot, but after my tears, I'm up and at 'em. I'm going to see my attorney. The papers will be filed. The girls is in shock. Oh, my God. You know, Brandy don't know what filing papers look like or means. You know, her husband could just cheat. You know what I mean? So she don't know what that, you know, process feels like or what it is to actually have standards and boundaries. You know what I'm saying? So this is a lot. This is a lot for her. But she's going to go ahead on and, you know, and just clutch her imagination pearls or imaginable pearls and say, girl, I can't believe you're doing it. Brooke said, girl, not today. Get somebody else to do it. Anyway, so Jackie Christie arrives after everybody else arrives, and she's got 2 bodyguards with her to help her sit down. Jackie, you're extra. You're extra, read all about it. But that's Jackie Christie. But anyway, when Jackie sit down, she gets straight to the point, and she was like, listen, which one of you hoes said I was bored and I'll be all up in your business? And the first person she asked is Brandy. Brandy, do you think I'll be all up in your business? And Brandy was like, no, but I do think you was pushing the issue with me in Malaysia, girl. We is cordial. We is fine. You don't have to do all of that, Jackie. You know, I get it. You a good friend. You coming from a good place, but you don't have to do all of that. We straight over here. It's fine. You know what I mean? We cordial. We gonna be all right. So then she goes around the table. Brooke butts in and was like, girl, look, I don't think you all in everybody's business, but sometimes you forcing this shit, girl. Just fall back sometimes. It's not that big of a deal. Sometimes everybody ain't gonna be best friends. Just fall back. Jackie was like, you know what? I'm gonna take that advice. And then right afterward, she doggone forgets what she just said because she goes to meddling again. So she jumped into Jen and was like, well, Jen, word on the street is you had something to say about Malaysia, girl, was tea. And Jen was like, girl, you know, I felt some type of way because she hung up on me. And I didn't appreciate that. And Malaysia or LaQuisha decides to say, no, I only hung up because I felt like it was about to go left. And you was about to be disrespectful. So I hung up the phone. And Jen was like, girl, you don't want this smoke. And Malaysia was like, girl, you know what? It is what it is. Jen was trying to talk and, you know, Jackie all in the middle meddling. All up in the videos, like Suge Knight was talking about Diddy and all of that. She all up in the middle meddling, and she was like, girl, just say what you got to say. Even British over there saying, say what you got to say. Jen jumps up and was like, girl, look, she's dead to me. I'm done. She's dead to me. I don't have this to do. I don't have to deal with this. Malaysia was like, oh, yeah, right. Kill me off while I have 3 kids. I say, Malaysia, there you go with the reach, girl. You're reaching with pterodactyl arms, girl. With dinosaur arms. She wasn't trying to say you was literally dead. She was just saying that she don't want nothing to do with your girl. But, you know, she wants that sympathy. She garners that sympathy. Oh, yeah, kill me off while I got 3 kids. Jim was like, girl, and the Emmy goes to because you doing the fucking most, girl. Ain't nobody killing you off. You just doing the most, girl. Stop the cap. But anyway, Jen goes on to say, girl, look, the problem I have with you is if you would just be honest and let everybody know what the fuck going on, we could possibly be a little bit sympathetic to your ass. But the problem is, you want to keep all your tea to yourself. And Malaysia LaQuisha was like, girl, I only keep my business to myself because I like to lick my wounds in the corner and come back strong and better than ever. And, you know, Jen was like, girl, bye. Girl, bye. This is what it is. The reason you don't spill your tea is because you don't want everybody to know what's really going on. And what's going on is Gennaro took your house and put you up out of there and kick you out of there. That's tea. Now, you know this sent LaQuisha over. LaQuisha don't like a business out there. So LaQuisha was just like, bitch, what? Jackie Christie was like, you know, I ain't gonna lie. This a little bit overboard. That's that girl business. No, it's the IRS and the public's business. It is public. If she want to get up there and say Gennaro ain't paying child support, I feel like Gennaro should be able to publicly take her house, period. And I typically don't go up for men, but I will say this. I don't know Malaysia personally, but I know in the time that she's been on this show, she's barely with them damn kids. I said that on many occasions. And every time you turn around, everybody daddy. Now, you going to get up here and badmouth the man. The man done showed you. Showed you better than he could tell you. How's going? What's up? Anyway, so they basically said they're okay with being not talking to each other. They both dead to each other. It's over and done. Jackie's still over there trying to get them back cool. British said, girl, Jackie, let it go. They fine. They ain't gonna never be friends no more. Jen said, fuck that hoe, and it is what it is. And that was the end of the doggone episode. Girl, LaQuisha, you set yourself up for this one, Fat. I ain't gonna lie. You set yourself up for this one when you got up there and drugged that man like he wasn't doing what he was supposed to do. Well, he showed your ass. Drop down in the comments and let me know what y'all thought about this week's episode. This shit lasted longer than I wanted to. Please don't forget to like, subscribe, hit the notification bell. It feels so good to be back in front of the camera, y'all. And I will see you hoes later. Bye.
Mr. Carroll, how you give the voodoo doll time to talk? I don't get no fucking time to talk.
Who the voodoo doll is?
The nigga you just had up here.